Hi, best friend, sister, girlfriend. It's your girlfriend next door and friendship coach, Andrea. Happy, happy, happy New Year. You guys, listen, I'm going to start it off like this. When when life throws you apples, no, is it when life throws you lemons, you got to make some lemonade. So, let's start off by celebrating we have a fresh new start, a fresh new beginning for those who celebrate New Year's in that way. How is everybody doing? How you feeling? You guys, I'm gonna start off briefly just to tell you how my New Year started. um, I was able to go to Phoenix, Arizona. I wanted to do something different. I don't know if this is going to be a new tradition, breaking cycles. I didn't put a Christmas tree up. I enjoy a Christmas tree. However, I just wanted to do something different. So I gifted my husband tickets, Christmas Day tickets to go see the Golden State Warriors versus the Phoenix Sun. Let me turn this phone off. Versus the Phoenix Suns versus Golden State Warriors. There we go. And he was super super excited. I had no idea, you guys, that I had booked the hotel where the Golden State Warriors were actually staying. He was so excited. He was down in the lobby. He was seeing some of his favorite players. So everything worked out perfectly. It wasn't like super warm in Phoenix, but it wasn't cold like it was on the East Coast at all. And we just took in the sights. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Phoenix, live in Phoenix, but we went to the Biltmore, Arizona. That's actually constructed, and the design of it was built by one of my favorite architects, which is Frank Lloyd Wright. I was in heaven, you guys. Complete heaven. I just have to say that I was in heaven. The hotel has recently gone under a new remodel. We had dinner there. We had drinks by the pool. We went and had dinner at the restaurant. Then I was like, I'm still not done. Let's go have a drink in the lounge. So I just had a really really good time. And from there, it was I wanted to hop over to Vegas, so we went to Vegas. And mind you, this whole time, Cadence is with us. And if you know me, Cadence is our little Bewar Terrier. She's so cute. She was with us the entire time. So we headed over to Vegas. And by all means, we tried to stay super safe, social distance as much as we possibly could, kept our mask on and things like that. But let me tell you, the night, the night that I got to Vegas, we check into the hotel and all that stuff, and I'm like, oh, babe, where's my cell phone? Cause he went and like got the luggage out of the car, and I had it in my carry-on luggage, like on the side. I was like, babe, where's my cell phone? Where's my cell phone? And he's like looking, he's like calling it. Y'all, I know for those who are used to their cell phones, about 15 minutes in, we like, wait a minute, where's the computer? Because we're about to search, where's my iPhone, right? So I get on, I search, where's my iPhone? You guys. At first, it was like, okay, it's in the hotel. So I was like, okay, someone may have found it. They're gonna turn it in. So we go down. We talking to security. We talking to front desk, and there's like, no, no one's turning anything in. So I go back in, and I'm like looking. I'm like, well, babe, go back to the car. Maybe it fell in the car next to the car. Just go look. Go find it. Oh my God, you guys. I go back into find my iPhone. My iPhone is at now we're not staying at the Wynn Hotel. We're staying further down. I could tell you where we stayed and why, but it's not important for the story. It was a beautiful hotel, but anyway, my cell phone said it was at the Wynn, which is, if you guys know Vegas, it's at the furthest part of the strip on the other side. So I was like, where in the world is my phone? So I go in, I put in the message of, you could put in iPhone. If you find this phone, please return to our hotel at the front desk. You're about to hear this can open because I want to make sure I have something to drink. I said, please return this iPhone. I left the name of the hotel. I also left the address, along with, if you don't even want to come this far, call this number. And I left my husband's cell phone number. Now, I should have known by the fact that the phone left the hotel, the people didn't have the best intentions, right? They ain't have the best. This is New Year's. Who want to start their New Year's off with stealing? So anyway, the phone kept moving from the wind to this place, that place. I would check it simultaneously to kind of see where's the iPhone. Eventually, it settled in this neighborhood, and unfortunately, I had to cancel my service. I did not have a phone for the first week of New Year's. I couldn't post anything. I could get on. My husband was like, "Well, here's my phone. You could use my phone to get on." But it's not the same because I have a newer phone. You have all your pictures. Look, you guys, I was so ticked off. The only person, the only person who could make me happy was Usher. So I went on. I said, you know what? I'm about to go see Usher. Let's go buy tickets. So I went and bought tickets to go see Usher, right? And I'm from Atlanta, so I don't. Hey, mine. You know that. So I was ready. I was ready. And then before I left, you guys, Goldie, the microphone that I normally take with me to do the podcast, Goldie is missing. I know she is somewhere in my home. I have hid it for myself in a bag, something, a suitcase. I don't know where Goldie is. Goldie, please come home to Mama, okay? I couldn't even record a podcast. I had like the best intentions to start the year off right. I had the best intentions, but it didn't happen. So anyway, I ended up having to, get a new phone. It was going to be waiting on me when I got home because I didn't want to send it to the hotel just in case I missed it. Because they say they can overnight it, but remember, during Christmas, they was like, "I'm sorry, we can't get your packages to you," and I didn't want that to happen. So here we go. We packing up. It's time to go home. Wait. What is that? We got a message on the phone. We are so sorry. Your flight has been delayed. First, it was delayed 30 minutes. We was like, okay, 30 minutes, not a big deal. About 30 minutes later, your flight has been delayed for 2 hours. So at this point, we're like, well, we need to go to the airport because we have this car that we need to turn in and all this stuff. Before we could get to the airport, it said, "I am so sorry. Your flight has been canceled." Now, I don't know if we checked it too late or what the issue was, but all I know was when we got ready to rebook our flight, all the flights were gone to get us home. So I said, you know what, babe? When we get to the airport, we just go directly to the counter and see if they could just get us on a flight out of here tomorrow. She started saying, well, we could get you out, but we got to fly you from here to California to Austin to get you back to the East. No, ma'am. I paid for a nonstop flight, which in most cases costs a little bit more. I also upgraded my flight for extra leg room, and I also prepaid for my bags. So, you can't do that to me. So long story short, we ended up staying for an additional 2 or 3 days in Vegas past what we initially planned for. I wasn't mad because it was snowing so bad. What the heck did I just not sewing, snowing so bad on the East Coast that I was like, look, I'm all right in Vegas. Let's just find some new restaurants, take it all in, and let's just enjoy this time. Because obviously, this was how our year was supposed to start. Am I right? So, your friendship coach, your girlfriend next door, she is back. Okay, finally, the intentions were to do the first podcast on our anniversary, which would have been January 4th, 2022. But that, sometimes you got to pivot. Sometimes you got to figure out a different plan. Sometimes you just have to go with the flow. And that's what we learning, okay? I am recording this for YouTube for those of you who want to see this cute little caramel face, okay? Check me out on YouTube. Okay. But let's talk about some things, you guys. And I won't take up much of your time. I won't take up much of your time. But I do have some things to talk about when it relates to us and our friendships in 2022. And this is it. I got a couple of messages. The first message is we will no longer, if you were ever doing this, we will no longer go where we are tolerated, not liked, loved, or wanting to be in a space. When you have friends, you guys, friendship, as much as we talk about how difficult friendships don't even have to be that difficult. We have things in common. You have something that you can offer me. I have something that I can offer you, and we get along, and we like to spend our time together. Not that difficult. We spend enough time together. We even have our own friendship love language, correct? But when things start to get difficult and you start to feel like, oh, am I tolerated? Like you get invited to certain parties around certain people, but you can't be invited to all the parties because other people are coming. Like, we ain't doing it in 2022. Either you gonna let me in or just leave me all the way alone. Now this message. Excuse me. This message is for those who just want to turn over a new leaf. You guys, I have heard so many of my clients complain about not finding friends, trying to, salvage friendships. Listen, know who you are and go where you are loved. We know this, we know what it feels like to be loved. We know what it feels like to be liked. But we also know what it feels like to be tolerated. And that's what we're no longer going to do. I want you guys to stop feeling like you have to have 500 friends. Having 500 friends are definitely for those people with certain personality types. Most of us really need just a small core group. Just a small core group. So I want y'all to focus on a little bit on that. And honestly, when you are living your life and celebrating you and doing the things that you love, you don't really have a lot of time to cater the way you would want to cater to a friendship. You don't have time. You just like, I'm taking care of my kids. I'm taking care of my husband. I'm taking care of me. I'm taking care of my job, my family. I'm also taking care of my friends. So by the time you add all that on, how you add on 500 people? How you do? How you stretching yourself that way, that thin? How many invitations are you gonna go to? How many presents are you gonna buy? Someone talk to me. Okay, you guys, I had to get that off my chest, but I wanted to say a little break right here. But I wanted to say in 2022, your friendship couch, and that's not coach, it's couch. Like you lay on your couch when you're relaxing. Your friendship couch is coming back in 2022. For those who know, I was a little under the weather in 2021. Your girl is getting herself together. She has been going to the physician and trying to make sure she is okay. Her energy level is coming back. So I want to tell you briefly on the friendship couch what I have decided to do, because I was up in the air about, oh, what should we talk about? But, I don't want to indulge like personal information, but what I do want to do is give us great examples of friendships that we all see and really talk about them and give some feedback. So, for instance, for those of you who watch certain TV shows, whether you're familiar with the show or not, I'm going to make a list of different shows that I'm going to review, but I'm going to review the show in the way of a friendship coach, meaning that I'm going now hold on now. You know how your girlfriend next door talk. I'm not about to be giving you the doctor version. I might cuss a little bit. I don't know, depending on how crazy the situation is. But I'm going to start reviewing certain shows, and we're going to break down these friendships. And we're going to talk about it. Now, the first show that I saw that really moved me, it comes on the OWN network, and I think it's called Listing Atlanta. I think it's called, let me double check. See, this is how you have to do it. For those who are watching me on YouTube, this is the raw version. Okay, Listing Atlanta. I don't think that's the name of the show, but let's see. Um, bear with me. Okay. Okay, here we go. The show is called Ladies Who List Atlanta on the OWN network on Friday nights. If you're not able to watch, I would suggest using your DVR. And we're going to review the show. It's called Ladies Who List Atlanta. It comes on Friday night at 9 p.m. Okay, ladies? Friday night at 9 p.m. Okay. So that's going to be the first show. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research because someone did suggest to me they wanted me to do Listing Tampa or something like that on Netflix. I've seen the whole series, don't want to go back and watch it. So I won't be reviewing that one. Someone else asked me about Queens. I wanna be able to diversify. I am an African American woman, but I love all women. So I'm gonna go on over there. I'm gonna let you know. We might be in Orange County with one of those housewives shows. We might be on the show with Lisa Vanderpump. We're gonna figure out some shows, but when I get the list, I'll let you guys hopefully know by next week on the podcast what we'll be reviewing. Okay, so to catch up in 2022, I'm gonna let you know it's Friendship Couch. I'll give you the dates next week when I will start that, so you can go over to the YouTube channel and start following that. But until then, you can find the Friendship Couch on Instagram. Okay? Just like your Girlfriend Next Door podcast has its on Instagram, as well as you can go to friendshipcoaching.com and you will see all of the things that we are working on the website. Okay? Whew. Okay. I feel like I'm talking a lot. I have one other thing before I get back to coaching. I mean, not coaching, but talking about friendships. The other thing I want to ask you guys, in 2022, I mean, the podcast started off with me talking about friendships and giving you guys advice on what to do, how to maneuver through these friendships and bonds and things that we have, right? Primarily, my audience is women. Traditionally, on a podcast, people have guests. And I'm going back and forth and I'm asking, would you guys prefer to hear me run my mouth, or would you like to have guests? I don't know if I should. Do you want to have guests each show, or would you like to have guests from time to time? Because, and then with the guests, do you want them see, this is the thing. Do you want them to be somewhat celebrity, or do you Instagram influencers, or do you just want real people? And the reason I'm asking that, because sometimes when you're dealing with people of celebrity or influence, they have to watch their image, and they also have to watch the things that they say. But when you have a regular person, generally they're going to be honest and tell the truth, tell candid stories and things of that nature, and they're not as concerned about imagery. So I'm leaning more towards the everyday girl, the everyday woman like you and I, versus this whole influencer celebrity. I mean, I know people do this to get their podcast lots of views and name drop and things like that, but I want this to continue to be something that's authentic. Now, I don't want to continue on too much because I got about 10 minutes left before we have to shut this down, because I don't want my podcast to be too long. Whew. Okay, you guys. What else are we doing in 2022? Oh, my note. I'm sorry. I have a little congestion, I feel like, and I want to handle that, but unfortunately, can't do that right now. So, um, back to what I was saying about the friendship. When it comes to 2022, do we need to make friendship resolutions? Do we need to excuse some people out of our lives, right? One of the things that I think we need to do an exercise, and the exercise is, let's talk about having new boundaries in our 2022 relationships. What does that look like? What are we tolerating in 2022? What are we going to no longer allow to come into our life and disturb our joy and happiness? To a place that you graduated from, received your certificate, learned the lesson, and now you've moved on. Say it again. I will say that one more time. Hey, best friend, sister, girlfriend, one message. Do not allow anyone to take you back to a place that you graduated from, received your certificate, learned the lesson, and now you've moved on. Okay, that was a message. That was a message that I posted on the TikTok. Not allowing a person to take you back to a place that you've moved on from, you've grown from, you earned your degree from, and you have the certificate. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. That's why I said create boundaries. If anyone knows the old you, or somewhere that you want to move on from, and they know how to pinpoint those places in you and push your buttons, no longer allow someone to take you to that place that you've already graduated from. You own a certificate. You paid your price and your dues, right? And you've moved on to a different place. So I want you guys to be aware of where to place those boundaries. And I don't want to be the advocate of saying that everybody can't be in your life, but you have to have categories of where you're actually going to place them. That is the absolute truth. Like, everyone can't be your good girlfriend. You can't tell everyone everything, because sometimes, if you notice, if you tell certain people things, what happens when the baloney hits the wall? What's the first thing they do? What is the first thing that they do? They pull out the artillery that you told them, and then they try to use it against you. They take what you've expressed as a possible weakness, what you've expressed as your vulnerability, what you've expressed as your hurt, your pain, and they will use that against you. No longer are we tolerating that. No longer are we tolerating that. We are definitely setting boundaries. We are knowing where to place these people in our lives. We are in a better place. Now, if you've gone and you listened to any of my previous podcasts from 2021, I pray that you have learned a lot of lessons through that. And again, I don't want to take up a lot of your time. This was supposed to be just me coming in, having a little fun, a little catch up time with you guys, telling you what the first of the year was like. What are we doing? Oh, no, I ain't gonna tell you that yet. What are we doing? What the new focus is going to be for 2022. And I want you guys to continue to support me, stay for the journey, and all we're going to focus on is to make and create and maintain good and healthy friendships. All right? It's your girlfriend next door and your friendship coach, Andrea. And I am signing off saying sayonara. And you guys, I'm going to get me an extended version of that song. I think I said that the last time, but it's coming. So, you know our song, Hey Best Friend. All right, guys, I love you. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. We'll talk soon. Bye.